Burke's Journey Through Boogie Wonderland, Hoochie Mamas, Confrontations of Drama, Ghetto Rats, Wannabe Cool Cats, Gigolos, Gold Diggers and much more. As I sit here and reflect on those many years of having a good time on the partying scene, I must say, rarely was I at a bore. Phenomenal woman, Maya Angelou, on how Charlie changed her life. Hey there my friends, how are you today? If you have a minute or two, I would like to introduce a very good friend of mine to you. Please welcome Maya Angelou. She has so kindly offered to share some of her writings with me and you, if you are interested. Maya, the floor is all yours. Thank you, Charlie. My dearest darling new Portia. Rodney's breakup letter. My dearest, darling new Portia. I am writing this letter to inform you of my decision to part ways with you. We have been together for over 25 years and I can honestly say, we had some good times. Bryant Keith Perkinson, II, puts on a clinic. 2 touchdowns back to back. On October 11, 2009, the Carson Saints were playing against the Crenshaw Colts in an away game. If you would have been there, you would have seen Bryant Keith Perkinson, Jr., make known his name. Ain't I a woman, Charlie? Speech by Sojourner Truth. Hello. It's Charlie and I'm here to tell you about an old girlfriend of mine named Ruth. To be quite honest with you, her real name is Sojourner Truth. After appreciation for the external recognition. After all these years, I should have written about it, but for some reason or another, the timing just wasn't right. Throughout my life, many folks have touched me with love. Bryant and Domita's love story. 1996 through 1997. Hello. My name is Charlie. I am a very close and dear friend of Bryant. For the record, I've known Bryant for more than 43 years. December 31, 2002. Memories are here to stay. Bryant's great-grandparents, grandparents, great-aunts, and uncles. Please enjoy. A cousin's love between Bryant and Diane. Even though she is no longer physically present, my dear cousin, Diane's memory is alive and well within me. Being that she was related to me did not prevent us from being the best of friends, and I loved her very much, in which you will truly hear and see. Clarence Anthony. See, he ain't heavy, he's my brother. On March 7, 1959, Robert Lee and Priscilla presented to this world a baby boy, which was number 3. On February 18, 1960, baby boy number 4 came along, which happened to be me. For those of you that have to use your fingers to count, we are 11 months apart from one another. From the very beginning, we have been very tight. Baby. I was just sitting here, minding my own business. Minding my own business. I was just sitting here. Why you got to be teasing me like that, my dear? What's up with that touch? I like it so much. What's up with this kiss? Can we do it like this? I'm getting so hot. You done touched the spot. Your gown is so pretty in pink. A thin line between love and hate. Hello, it's me. If my voice sounds depressing to you, then that's what it is. I'm laying up here, in the hospital recuperating from injuries that I received from my old lady. She caught me cheating with another woman. A change is gonna come and it's Barack Obama. Hello to all of you that's out there. I have a confession to make and I need to get it off of my chest. In witnessing the circus-like campaign of John McCain and Sarah Palin, my writings about them was at its best. It was so much to cover, in which I felt needed to be made known. I neglected to give Barack Obama his proper due. Coming to America. The El Salvadorian. El Salvador suffered during a 12-year civil war, and when it was over, 75,000 had been killed. In the 1970s, discontent with social inequalities, a poor economy and the repressive measures of dictatorship, the inevitable was fulfilled. Since 1961, the right-wing Conciliation Party ruled and there was not much love for human rights. Bryant and his two little sisters, Teresa Louise and Christine Delors. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Never, never gonna give you up. You're the first, the last, my everything. I do anything you want me to. I'm gonna love you just a little bit more, baby. Coming to Los Angeles. Each one of us. Written on September 1, 1993. Modified on February 4, 2012. Leroy. The chocolate city was okay, but Los Angeles was the place he so desperately wanted to be. Bobby Boone, a good friend gone too soon. Franklin Broncos 1978-1979 varsity basketball team. Bobby Boone, Lee Gay, Mo Brown, Clarence Hart, Richard Edwards, Bryant Perkinson, Rick Fox, Edward Hosky, Willie Jones, Gregory Holloway, Coach Mike Head, Tony Adams, Gary Ricks, Delano Bowers. All of you came. Thanks. Hello. My name is Charlie B. Perkinson, the voice behind Bryant's writing. The reason I'm addressing you tonight, today or whatever time it might be, is because what's about to come your way is going to be very exciting. My daddy, his people and me. When I feel a special yearning knocking on the doors of my mind, without exception, I drop everything and immediately reply. The memories that I have of my daddy's side of the family are trying to get some present recognition, and with the best of my effort, I will apply. I've always been close with my relatives on my daddy's side of the family, but I must. Aquarius, Libra, and Leo 2 times. Float on. Aquarius. And my name is Bryant. I like a woman that has her priorities in order. I like a woman that gives true meaning to the existence of beauty. Cloudy. With a chance of rain. Written on June 28, 1992. It don't look too good, and he can't afford to be laid off at this point in time. It's rough out there and he need to work, because in the bank he don't have a dime. Once again, he's late for work and his excuse is very legit, but to his boss, it's just another front. The Crying Heart. Written on March 22, 1992. When you're focusing on something that has your undivided attention and then suddenly, up comes the sad part. No matter how you were feeling up to that point, your emotions gets the best of you, thus bringing about. You try to hold back that erupted valve of emotion, but your association to the scene is much too deep. Missy Clary. It's been many years since Missy passed away. In recognition of that great love we had for her, I salute her today. Every time I hear that song, Brandy, by the O'Jays, I deeply reflect on her emotional touch. I want you all to know that I miss her very much. The day I met the legend, Wilt Chamberlain. On a yearly routine, off to Las Vegas, I would go. There, I would attend the Consumers Electronics Show, for a 6-day count. It was a sure bet that available cash flow would dwindle from the original amount. A bold proposal. Will you marry me? Alright everybody. It's time for the reading of the letter of the day. After I read the letter, I look forward to hearing what you have to say. This letter is from a lady who is seeking the audience's advice. She is in her early 40s and deep in the Word of Christ. Don't mean to alarm you, but a daddy you're going to be. That morning, we got up, as usual, and prepared to go to work. Right away, I knew my girlfriend, Donita, had something on her mind that she wanted to share. She informed me that her monthly cycle was behind schedule and the possibility of her being pregnant was a good chance. Come live with me. Psalm titles by Isaac Hayes incorporated into a story. Charlie is here with my master, Bryant. I would like to read to you another story my master has written some time back. The story incorporates psalm titles from a specific artist. In this particular story, we've taken psalm titles by Isaac Hayes. That maker of mine criticized. Hello. it's Charlie. If you don't mind, I would like to criticize the man who made me what I am. I'm gonna tell it like it is, and if you don't like it, I don't give a damn. When it comes to expressing himself verbally, the words may not flow right. Give him a pen and a piece of paper, he is bound to ignite. My master is not of fame or fortune, but he is loaded with treasure. To the degree of his kindness and generosity, that's hard for me to measure. New Year's Eve accident, 2003. It's Charlie speaking on behalf of my master, Bryant Keith Perkinson. He is not able to be here with me tonight, because he is antisociable as a result from the results of last night. That night happened to be New Year's Eve, 2003. My master had been drinking a bit heavy throughout the night. As usual, it was gin and juice. Although my master was solely responsible for his predicament, I must spread some of the blame to his wife and children. My Queen D. I miss her cooking so much. Back in the day, she was the queen of my soul and the true love of my life. Even though I was a young boy, often I pretended that she was my dear, sweet wife. She was from a dairy farm in Franklin, Virginia, and her name that she went by was Queen. The precious doll. The first time he saw this beautiful doll, she was situated behind him, in his 10th grade biology class. After being there for about a week, the doll would move around throughout the school, and for 3 years, this activity would last. When the doll wasn't on display at Franklin High School, the owner would shelter her at a museum on 200 College Drive. A crop to plant. Baby, I think it's time for us to plant some crops. This water hose of mine only contains a few good drops. Last night, you told me, fertile was your land. By any chance, you wouldn't be lying to this 50-year-old man? Like I'm accustomed to doing, I'll gladly take the lead. All you have to do is to tell me where to spread the seed. Considering the size of your acreage, I have no idea of how many crops to plant. Outback with my baby, and all of it was delicious. When my wife, Donita, took me outback, I had no idea what it would lead up to, but when all was said and done, I was much satisfied. It had been a mighty long time since I had felt that way, and I was very thankful for being allowed to go along for the ride. The experience was of that from a distant past, but I had just about forgotten how good it would feel. A countdown from the 12 days of Christmas. Hello, it's Charlie. Did I ever introduce you to my old lady from many years back? Let me tell you about an unforgettable Christmas that was off the rack. We are gonna call it A Countdown from the 12 Days of Christmas. A greeting card of high school reflections. Sooner or later, I'm going back home and I'm gonna make my presence known. With hopes of seeing some of my high school friends, I've accepted the fact that most of them are in the mid-range of being grown. Hello, it's Charlie B. Perkinson in the house, and I'm working on a greeting card that's soon to come. After living in Los Angeles for more than 25 years, he still haven't forgotten where he came from. Perk's House of Food for the Soul, Bryant's lifetime reflection of food, recipes, and the many direct impacts. Food is a part of everyday living, and although you may not want to believe this, you are what you eat. Over the many years of my life, I've associated with foods in many different ways, and in particularly, consuming it without skipping a beat. In this story that I'm about to present to you, it is all about food, and how it has touched me, you, and all of us. Without food, we cannot survive, and that is why preservation is a must. Although many of us do not look at food as a vital component in our daily interactions, nevertheless, it is clearly there. Food brings family and friends together from any and everywhere. A City Called Heaven. Gospel music song titles incorporated in story. Hello and welcome to another story that is written by me. For those of you that are not familiar with my style of writing, let me introduce it to you. The Mood Swinger. 1993, the 4th edition. What's going on with you, you and you? I've always wanted to know, and that is why I be here today.